Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing part 2 of perfecting the soap making video. I'm just going to be talking about a couple of things in this video, and so please pay attention to everything that's been said. Take what's important, get yourself a book, pen, and write down some of this important information because it's very helpful for you when you're making your soaps. This is your first time here, welcome. My name is Naomi. I give skincare information, videos, trainings, and all of that. Check through my channel, you see playlist of so many things, soaps, cream, and all of that. But today I just want to make this part 2 because I have a lot of people dropping messages, and so I just want to address some of these things. Okay, so in part 2 today we're going to be talking about further about soap making. In part 1 I will link the video up here. We talked about the basics. In part 2 we're going to be talking further, and so I'm going to be talking about adding other soaps to your soap. These things we hear in the market, Omiaru and Ghana balls, and so many of that. Okay, so now let's go into it. Please note that I have a soap making class that I've done once, and then I'm going to be hosting another one on the 7th of April. But then I've decided that I'm going to take my soap making class, I'm going to make it into an ebook. And so if you want to make soaps, you want to learn more about soaps, I will have the ebook ready for purchase. It will be 5,000 naira. That's it. It's all about soaps. I'm no longer going to be holding a class. I'll make it into an ebook. So Ozone soap. There are different colors of Ozone soaps now. It is, I think I'll leave a picture. You have the yellow, green, blue, red, orange, white. Yeah, those are the color of Ozone soaps. Now, what are Ozone soaps used for? Ozone soaps are actually used for reactions, to prevent reactions when using soaps. Ozone soaps can induce peeling. They are very hot, just like when you have all this medicated soap of those days. They're very hot, and so you can't use them directly on the skin, and you cannot use too much in your soap. Okay, so there's a quantity of Ozone soap that is required for a particular amount of soap, but you can't use too much Ozone soap in your soaps. All right, and so Ozone soap, a lot of people say Ozone soap is the red one is stronger than the blue one is stronger than the yellow one, blah blah blah, and all of that. That's not true. They all do the particular function. They all do the same function. People just use them because of the outcome of their soaps. If you want to make your soap red, use the red one. If you want to make your soap green, use the green one. If you want to make your soap blue, use the blue one. If you want to make your soap colorless, use the white one. That's it. It's not, there's no increasing amount of strength when using your Ozone soap. Okay, moving on to pimple and whitening balls. I won't talk much. Pimple and whitening balls are basically, just as their name implies, that's what they do. There's also a quantity you're supposed to use for your soaps. I'm going over to Ghana balls, and so there are different types of soap. There are different types of black soap. We have the Nigerian soap, we have the Ghana soap, we have the already made soap, we have the Ghana balls. They are called Ghana balls, they are called ash balls, they are called hash, ASH, and then they are called HARSH. I think some of these names have been lost in transition. People have pronounced it however, and so everybody is having a name for it, but no, it's called the Ghana ash balls, the ASH, Ghana hash balls. I just call them Ghana balls. They are in nylons. I'll put a picture. They are balls. They are very soft. They are used to boost the foaming effect of soap. There are several ways you can boost the foaming effect of soap. The Ghana balls plays their role. The Ghana balls is used to, if you make soap that maybe you are making mulatto soup, it doesn't lather very well. You make soap that you pack too much oils inside, it doesn't lather well. You can add your Ghana balls to boost. But you cannot use your Ghana balls as a base for making soap, because your soap is just going to be light. It's not going to have weight. It's going to be very light, and it's not going to have that thick consistency of black soap. It's going to be very light. You also cannot use it to make liquid soap, because like as a base to make liquid soap, because your soap will just be foamy. Like it'll be foamy. There's not really much content. It's to boost the foamy effect of soap. It doesn't have weight. Okay, it gives a nice consistency. It doesn't have particles. It's very nice, but it cannot be used as a base for making your soap. It will be very light. Let me show you an example. So I have two soaps here. I have one, this is for a client. This is a custom soap, customized soap. And then this is also our ready-made soap. So this is my no cream soap, as you can see. Hope you can see that. Do you see the weight? And this soap is very thick, that thick consistency. And brown. Let me show you this. It's a custom soap for a client. So when we make custom soap, we make soap based on the client's, wants and all of that. So let me show you. This soap is made with pure Ghana white soap, and as you can see, when I take, it's very soft. It makes this soap very soft. There's no Ghana soap in this. It is purely made with whitening balls. That's it. And so, looking at it, this is what she wants. I've explained to her what the consistency of the soap is and all of that. She said this is what she wants, and she's going to, I think she has something she wants to do with the soap. Basically, she wants it like this. So we are leaving the soap to marinate. If you look at it closely, you see that it's more like has like bubbles. It's very light, like it's very lightweight. Some people might like their soap like this, others might not. Compare that to my soap here that contains Ghana soap that has weight. So you compare those. We're going to move over to what's it called, to our adding soaps to our black soap. So when you're making soap, you're making your normal regular black soap. Like I said, you want to add in botanical powders and effective powders. You don't want to add powders that are not pH compatible with your soap. The pH of soap ranges from 7 to 8, so you don't want to put a powder that has pHs of 8 in your soap. And so another thing people do to boost the efficacy of a soap is adding already made bar soaps. Okay, so these already made bar soap, there are different already made bar soaps in the market, right? And so some of them are very effective when used alone. Soaps like K Brothers soap, glutathione compressed soap, Bavaria soaps. So I'm going to be showing you a couple of these soaps that I used. This is Bavaria International soap. This is used by a lot of people in their soaps. Another famous one is the okay, let me talk about all these soaps. So this is a glutathione based soap. So if, for example, you're making a soap that is glutathione based, you use glutathione powder, you want to definitely boost the efficacy with using a glutathione based soap. So you don't just put random soaps in your soap. You want to put soaps that align with the theme of your soap. So you want a glutathione based soap, you want a kojic acid soap, you use the K Brothers, you want to use a papaya based soap, use papaya soap. 1 to 2 bars to 1 kg of soap is okay. Papaya, carrot. You can also follow up with the Easy Toad soap, the Vit Gold soap. People use this to make their soap. This is glutathione and vitamin C, so this will go well with this glutathione soap and this. So all these soaps we can go in one soap. This is a baby face soap from K Brothers as well. This one people used to make face soap, but some people used to make body soaps as well. And so depending on the soap you're making, make sure you're going with a theme. K Brothers, like soaps that are effective on their own. Kojic acid soap are very effective on their own, so that you know that is good on its own. Then you can add it to your soap. Okay, don't just pick random soaps. The soap should have a theme or common ingredients that you're putting in your soap. Then if you want to go for a soap that will treat, medicate, all of that, you can go for something like Mekaku. Mekaku is an antibacterial, antiseptic, anti-inflammatory soap. So if you're making a soap for pimples, you can use this. You can use Toto soap. Toto, I have Toto here now, but I'll put a picture of Toto. You can put it. It's very effective for treating pimples. People that make herbal soap for face, create this soap. They often use it in their body soap, so that if you have body acne, body whatever, this kind of soap will work in that. Okay. Then another soap people use, I've already noticed, is what's it called? Whitening soap. Whitening soap contains hydroquinone. It tells you it contains hydroquinone. It doesn't hide it. And so if you want to make soap for yellow tone, you can include whitening soap. Hydroquinone gives a yellow tone. You all know that. And so you can use whitening soap in your soap.